Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Sky Factory 3. This is episode 2, and I am Manbeak from Spider Trap Gaming. I'm coming to you from the island we started yesterday. Everything here is pretty much the same, minus a few details. Just kidding. I did a bit of work while I was off camera. If you notice here, I've got a crucible full of hot lava, so we can do a few things with that. Over here, I expanded the sieves to 5x5 like I was telling you in yesterday's video. Did a lot of sieving while I was off screen. Made up to 10 of the barrels. I had made a bunch of dirt, got quite a bit of that. And then I went downward a little bit. I built a room below. That's for the next project, actually. Today's episode, I think we're going to work on building a mob farm. Just the quick, easy beginning one. Something to make a bit of, bones so we can start with tinkers tomorrow and things to that effect. So just in general, going to be a real easy, real quick one today, I think. So let's start off with picking a direction here. I think we're going to go out this way. It seems kind of empty. We'll go out this way right here. I'll go ahead and start that opening. I think maybe there, and there. Alright. So I'm probably going to build out this way. You got to go, I believe it's 24 blocks from the center block. Since I don't quite remember where that is, I'm probably just going to go out 30 blocks just to make it easy on ourselves. So I want to show you a couple things before we get there. This over here is what I call a cobblestone generator. It was added to the pack by Tiny Progressions. I already upgraded to tier 2. But what I love about this is that in most of the time when you have sky blocks and you got those cobblestone generators, they're kind of buggy because lava flows at a slower rate, and sometimes the servers don't work together, and it's just a mess. But with these cobblestone generators over here, it takes away all of that work, so you can move on and focus on other things. So let's just go ahead and take a look at what you need to make that generator then. Cobblestone generator. Okay, here it is right here, cobblestone generator. So it looks like it takes 1 bucket of lava, 1 bucket of water, in the center, a piece of any glass there, and then 6 cobblestone. So real quick rundown of how to get there. Obviously the cobblestone, we will take dirt from our compost and sift it, and that will give us pebbles. The pebbles then can be 4 of them can be put together to make a piece of cobblestone, so that doesn't take too long. The lava, we would again need more cobblestone, and we put it in this crucible here. The crucible is a little bit more difficult to make, and how that happens is you have to make something called porcelain clay. We'll look it up real quick. Alright, the crucible here. Alright, so you have to make this porcelain clay, and then you have to make it into the crucible, and then you have to put it into a furnace. So the clay itself is just 1 ball of clay and 1 bone meal to make the porcelain clay. And it takes, I believe it's 7, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. 7. Yeah, there it is, right there for you. It's just a basic U shape, 7 of them total, and it makes the unfired crucible there. And then, as you noticed, you put it in the furnace right there, and it comes out as your crucible. So what you do then is you take that crucible and you have to put it over fire. So in the beginning, a lot of people use a torch, so you can put a torch down there. It does take something like 12 minutes or something to make enough lava with a torch, because the torch is not an insane heat source. So what I like to do is I like to take a block of wood, or if you can get to it, a block of netherrack that burns forever, and just put it under there and light it on fire, and you get a rate of ×4. Really nifty trick, really easy to do, and it makes lava. And lava is very useful in the beginning. Later on, I'll automate the process of making the lava. Water, again, that's easy as anything could be. You take one of these wooden barrels here, you just sit it out there uncovered, nothing over the top, and you catch rain as it comes in. That's fairly easy. I know there's a few other ways, but you can. There's plenty of tutorials online. You can look those up. So moving on, showed you how to get the lava. Cobblestone, I showed you how to sieve for that. Oh, one other little trick I wanted to show you guys before we move on. When you're sieving and you get blocks or pieces of coal and they're sort of hard to hold on to, because if you get 35 chunks of coal, they go really quickly. However, I saw this on somebody else's. You can take those coal, put it in there, and they give you 8 mini coal chunks. I know it seems kind of weird. It has a lesser burn time, but one piece of that mini coal burns 1 item. And if you're in a position where you're going to only cook off 1 or 2 items at a time, especially in the very beginning, it's really helpful because you waste less coal. So 1 regular piece of coal makes 8 mini chunks, which each of those chunks then will cook off 1 item. So it's definitely worth a look, definitely worth a thought in the beginning to save some of your coal up. So I highly recommend it. I do it just because it's more precise, it's easier to deal with, and you run out a lot slower than you would if you would just leave it as 1 whole piece of coal. Because imagine cooking off only 1 or 2 things when that piece of coal could have cooked off 8 total things. You lost all that. So moving on again, back to what we were going to do. Let's build that mob farm. So I recommend having any wood. It's up to you. I'm going to use planks, but you're also going to need some slabs. And I'm going to grab some cobblestone here. All right. Like I said, you got to build out at least. I'm gonna go 30. 30 just is comfortable. But it's 24 from the main block. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right, so 30. If you don't have fly or you don't have the jetpack yet, you can do the whole hold shift and back up, and that'll allow you to see the end of the block and place another one. Really easy to get the hang of. Just be careful you don't fall off the end. Simple enough. We're going to move into another trick. If you see this third item here, this wand, I actually love this wand because of what it can do. It takes the process of putting 1 block at a time and shortens it by allowing you to build a lot at one time. I really love these builder's wands. There's different sizes. Just go ahead and look at those real quick. Kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. First size is the stone wand. It's like 5 blocks wide. So in the very beginning, that's plenty fine. You put out 5 blocks wide and you can extend it in any direction. Holding the shift, backing over the edge, and using that wand, you can go in every direction. Unfortunately, with the stone wand and the iron wand, it'll only go from the sides of the block, not up, not down, just any of the sides. It'll move outwardly from the side. So when you want to go up or down, you're going to need to invest in the diamond wand. To get to that level, you have to look into getting the iron meshes for your sieves there. Those iron meshes will allow you to get diamond from gravel. So those are simple to make. A regular mesh is all string. Then you move into the flint meshes, which is 4 pieces of flint and 5 pieces of string. Creates uh, the flint mesh. And then you have the iron mesh, which is the one I'm on now, and that is 4 pieces of iron and 5 pieces of string. Okay. Another nifty tool to have here is the chisel. Now, here's a little trick I learned on my own. The chisel can be used to change a texture of a cobblestone. Now, why is this useful? Well, in conjunction with the builder's wand, if you use the builder's wand on this particular uh, portion here that has been changed by the chisel, it won't actually be targeted by the wand. If you notice, the white blocks go all the way down the cobblestone but stop right there because that is a different type of cobblestone now. It is a chiseled version of cobblestone. So the wand won't actually extend from there. Neat little trick. Other things you can do, using the tilde key to break a large amount of blocks at one time. Let's say you don't want to break this whole platform, but maybe you just want to break off the last. I don't know. Let's go right here and say you want to break off that whole bit there after those blocks. Well, if you change just those 3 blocks and then use the tilde key to break the blocks after it, it will not continue breaking the blocks going this way. It will only simply break those blocks and outward. The reason is because these blocks are a different type now. The chisel officially changes them to a chiseled block. And then if you want those gone, well, then you can change these ones to something different than these ones and do the same thing. They will only target their own type. So, neat little trick. It comes in handy a lot when you want to break large amounts of structure because you didn't like it, or if you just built a better version of it and you need to get rid of it, that's how you would do that. So I built that area out there. I'd like to do is build a platform out of the jungle wood that I brought with me. And I'm envisioning something of the, I don't know, let's go 2 wide by maybe 25 feet long, or 25 blocks long, I apologize. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, perfect. Okay. So if the platform I want to place here is going to be 2 wide, then I'm going to make this 5 wide. You'll see why in a moment. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correction, we're going to make it 6 wide. All right. Now, we're going to take these 2 here, and we're going to just take them all the way down there. That is going to be the platform on which we kill the mobs. And I want that to be the whole 25 length. Let's just make this a little easier, just like that. So since I did that, I'm going to need to make this platform just a bit longer. I'm envisioning 2 total there. Yeah, that looks good. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Alright, I don't want to take too long to do this. The mobs will start spawning once it gets dark out here because this whole platform is dark. So let's just see here, I'm going to go 1, 2. Now this is the level where that half slab's going to go. I'll show you that in a moment. And on here, I want to make it 3 tall. I want Enderman to be able to spawn here. So let's see here. I have 1, 2, 3, and then this is going to be the roof here, okay? So I'm just going to build those up. And right there. Now you got to take this all the way down. Remember that builder's wand I was talking about? We're going to make this real easy with the builder's wand. Oh, I'm running out of jungle wood. Might have to switch over to a different type of wood. I don't worry too much about the visuals of how this one looks because we're going to be switching out of these really quickly. Once you get a little bit more built up, we're going to probably switch over to an automated setup. So don't concern yourself too much about if it's all the same wood or if it all looks nice. It doesn't really need to look nice. If you wanted to, that's fine as well. So we're just going to go back to the wand now and take it all the way down. And you're going to want to make sure you bring all of the stuff with you because you don't want to be caught here too long without a cover or something there for you, because those monsters will start spawning, especially if it gets towards nighttime. So make sure you have all that. All right. Now the important part is getting some slabs here. I'm going to place some stone slabs down, or cobblestone slabs, if you will, just to make life a little easier. I have them with me. Again, I do not want those mobs spawning on me when I'm not here. So let's get back to that workbench real quick. Oh, a little bit of lag there. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm just going to take a whole stack of that there. And we're going to put it right on there. Once we've built this, then we'll go back and add like some sort of wall or something so we don't fall off here. It's a good idea, especially if you don't have fly or a jetpack yet. You don't want to fall off this platform. That's a long fall. I doubt you survive. All right, finishing this up here. When I put all this on, it should be completely black. I know sometimes there's a weird issue with the light block not being eliminated inside. It looks like this one's doing pretty well. Let me go ahead and hit F7 and see how we're doing. So you see all the red in there? That means that mobs will spawn any time of the day. Okay, so all this yellow means that they can spawn at nighttime. So we're going to want to get some torches out there. So just to get this covered for right now, we're going to throw down some torches here. And it won't really affect in there, because in there, that half slab protects it from light. But you're going to want some light out here so you can see what you're doing. All right. Don't forget, you have the roof up here. A couple ways you can go about this. I sometimes like to just put half slabs down on top of it, since monsters can't spawn on half slabs. Makes life really easy. But you could also just simply cover the whole thing over with some torches like I did. Make sure you cover all your bases. That F7, that's really helpful. So I'm going to turn that off. And I think the last thing I'll do here is, you see how I have these half slabs here. I'm going to put some here kind of floating out there in the middle of nothingness, just as a protection layer. I think that'll be good. I know it was kind of a short episode. It's only been, I don't know, maybe 10-20 minutes, something like that. So yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. I'll make that railing for you guys so you can see it next time. And on to Tinkers. Yeah, next time we get together, I'm gonna start making Tinkers items so we can get some nice tools. Let's open that book real quick before we leave. Make Tinker's construct tools from bone or flint. That's kind of what I want to do. So I think we're going to move into that next time. I know here from bone or flint, I don't really need the smeltery or anything like that, but I'm just going to build it on the next episode just so we have the smeltery for later on, okay? And then after that, it looks like we'll be moving into the Stone Age. So we'll get back to you guys on the next one. All right, peace out.